Hi. So for this video, I will be discussing some of the parts of this lecture, applications of differential equations, but I will focus mainly on the difficult ones. So I will start with the first application. We have this equation of curves. So what's necessary in solving these type of applications is that you need to recall your analytic geometry lectures. So basically, the process is first, you need to determine the necessary geometric properties, that are given in the problem in which a differential equation can be formed. So I need you to refresh your knowledge in analytic geometry. So in most cases, um, the principle which states that the first derivative represents the slope of the derivative dy over dx represents the slope of the curve at any point xy is u. So later on, I will show to you what does that mean. As long as you know that the slope of the curve, which is more likely it's a variable m, can be equated to dy over dx, such that you now have a differential equation formed. And then, when you have already formed the differential equation, you just need to get for the solution of that differential equation using any methods, variable separable, homogeneous, exact, inexact, the lessons that you've learned before. And when getting the solution for that differential equation, you now have gotten the unknown or the equation of that unknown curve. So first, know the geometric properties given on the problem, form the differential equation, solve for the solution of the differential equation. And that is usually the unknown of the problem. So I needed to recall how to plot lines, the properties of lines, distance formulas, and then for the circle, how to plot circle, what's the properties of circle, parabola, hyperbola, ellipse. So you need to recall all of those. So right now we will start with the first example. So we have this problem. A curve in rectangular coordinates is drawn so that every point on it is equidistant from the origin and the intersection of the y-axis with the normal to the curve at that point. Find its equation. So first, guys, is determine the geometric properties present on the problem. Or you just need to visualize it. Best way for that is you need to draw. So we have a curve in rectangular coordinates is drawn so that every point on it is equidistant from the origin. So let's say we have this rectangular coordinates. Then we have an unknown curve. And it says there that every point on it is equidistant from the origin. So let's try to draw a curve. We don't know the formation of that curve, but we know that every point on it is equidistant from the origin. So let's say we have this curve. We don't know the shape. We have that known curve. Every point on it. So choose any random point. It could be there. It could be there. Any random point. It could be there. So I will choose this point. This will be my random point, and I will call that point P1 with coordinates xy. Okay. Now it says there that every point on it is equidistant from the origin and the intersection of the y-axis with the normal to the curve at that point. So it's more difficult. So let's do it one by one. Let's understand it one by one. Is equidistant from the origin. So there is a distance between that point to the origin. Oh, say this is our point and this is the origin. So let's call that D1. Equidistant. This distance, when you say equidistant, so the distance between this xy to the origin is the same. Is the same with the second condition. So the second condition is the distance from the point to the intersection of the y-axis with the normal to the curve at that point. So what do you mean with the normal to the curve at that point? So in your differential calculus class, when you say normal to the curve, you need to know the tangent line to the curve at that point. So I suppose that you need to remember your differential calculus class that when we have this curve and at this point we have that point, the tangent line to tangent line to this curve at this point is this one, meaning it touches that curve only once. So if we say that that is our tangent line, what would be the normal to the curve at this point? So tangent line and normal line forms a right angle, or they are perpendicular to each other. So if that is our tangent line, then we could say that our normal line would be this one. They must form 90 degrees. Okay, so they must form 90 degrees, this one. So this is our tangent line, and this is our normal line. This is our normal line. So it says they're equidistant with the normal to the curve, intersection of the y-axis. This is our y-axis, and this is our normal line. So their intersection at this point, that's what you mean by equidistant. So from this point to this point, it's the same, although it may not be, but it must be the same. We call this D2. And the intersection of this normal line to the y-axis, let's call that point 2, and that is what point? That is 0. Of course, the x is 0 at that point, and let's call the y coordinate as y1. And then, of course, for the origin, it's obvious. The point there is 0, 0. So that's for the geometric properties present on your problem. And you need to find a way that with the geometric properties given, you can form a differential equation such that solving the solution for that differential equation will be the solution or will be the unknown of the problem. So the unknown of the problem is the equation of the curve. So the condition given on the problem is that equidistant. Therefore, we could say that D1 equals D2, right? So I'll just write it here. D1 equals D2. Now, what is the distance between this point and this point? So just use distance formula in analytic geometry. The distance between 2 points, that would be x1 minus x2 squared. Remember that. So our point here is xy. Our point here is 0, 0. So that would be x minus 0 squared, distance formula between 2 points, y minus 0 squared equals D2. What is D2? D2 is the distance between this point and this point. And again, use distance formula between 2 points. That would be x minus 0 squared plus y minus y1 squared. These are the ordinates of the 2 points. Now, where is the differential equation on this part? So we haven't seen it. So what are we going to do next? What do you think? So it says there from our previous lecture, it says that usually the slope of the curve dy over dx is equated into dy over dx. So how can you relate that to this one? So guys, let's find a way. We know that this is a normal line. This is the normal line of this curve at this point. So what I will do now is that I'm going to form the equation of this normal line. So recall again in your lesson from your analytic geometry, how do you plot or how do you form the equation of this normal line? So I guess we need to uh, introduce another variable. So we have this tangent line. We know that the tangent line, the slope of the tangent line, let's call that m. Slope of tangent line. It has a slope that is m. Now, if the slope of your tangent line is m, what would be the slope of your normal line? So the normal line slope would be, of course, the reciprocal, negative 1 over m. So now, on this normal line, we have 2 points present. We have the point xy, of course, it passes through the normal line. We have the point this P2, it also passes through the normal line. And we know the slope of that normal line is negative 1 over m. So forming the equation for the normal line, that would be y minus y sub 1, negative 1 over m. Point slope form, guys. X minus 0. So point slope form, I'm using this point and this slope to form the equation of the normal line. So, simplifying, this would become y minus y1 equals negative x over m, or y1 equals y plus x over m. Now, this equation, I'm going to substitute that into this one so that I can introduce an m to this equation. And of course, m is the slope, and again, m is dy over dx. Okay, so substituting this equation to this equation, we will now have what? We now have, okay guys, before proceed, I will, on this equation, I will just cancel out the square root sign because, of course, if you square both sides, that will be canceled out. So what will remain would be x squared plus y squared equals x squared. Is that correct? Plus y minus y1 squared. Y minus y1. Our y1 is this one. So y minus y minus x over m. Cancel out x squared. What will, and cancel out this one. What will remain would be y squared equals x negative x over m squared, right? Or this would be x squared over m squared, right? So m squared equals x squared over y squared, or m is equal to x over y. And what is m? Again, m is dy over dx. Now, we have a differential equation. So, we will now have x dx is equal to y dy. We have a variable separable type. So, just integrating both sides, we will now have x squared over 2 minus y squared over 2 equals c. Or, we now have what? Final answer as x squared minus y squared equals c. So that would be our final answer. That is the equation of the curve. Thank you for listening.